All right, welcome to tutorial number 2 for IVMS 4200. We're going to be covering Playback, which is arguably the most important piece of the camera software. So in your control panel, you can open up the Remote Playback tab, or it may already be open for you up on the top. So we click that, we open it up, and then we can expand our folder here on the left side of the screen. And you'll see camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. So let's say we want to pull up camera 5. We're going to look at the footage from that time. So we select the camera, and we can go down here, and there is a calendar option, and we can look at the days. And if you notice, there's a banner next to the days, and you can go back in your calendar, and you can see how many days of recording. Each little banner means another day of recording. So you can get an idea for what your storage is like. Certain places have storage requirements that they need to hit, and this is the way to check it. So we're going to start ours on the 5th or on the 4th of December, and we're going to go to the 4th of December in a 24-hour period, which is today. So we won't have a full day, but that's okay. So this is our shop camera, and let's pull up 2 cameras actually. Let's pull up 5 and 6. You can select multiple, hit search, and then you'll see they'll come up on 2 screens right next to each other. And there's a little tab right here for synchronous playback or asynchronous playback. So right now they're walking step in step. So when I scroll right here, grabbing the timeline, and I have to grab it on the black portion up here. If I move that to say 6 a.m., they're both at 6 a.m. Which this is helpful later on once you find what you're looking for. I'm going to actually show you a great way to find what you're looking for. Over on the right here, you'll see several clips, which if you have continuous playback, meaning this solid blue line on the bottom, which means you're recording all the time, doesn't matter when, then you'll have a bunch of these, but these aren't going to be very helpful to you because they're just going to, they're fairly random, and they're not motion, they're not events, it's just when it starts a new clip. So anyways, let's get on to what is helpful, VCA playback. So I'm going to select the camera I want, and I'm going to hit VCA. So this is the camera I want to find something in. So let's say this monitor was broken down here, and we want to see every time someone's passed that monitor today, because right now it's not broken, but eventually it's going to be. So we can hit line crossing up in VCA type. So we hit that, and then this little box, and then that is for drawing an area. So we have to hit that, and we're going to select, we're going to drag and hold and draw a line. So anytime someone crosses this line, we're going to get a little notification on the right side of the screen. So we hit search, let it do its thinking, let it do its thinking. And then now, if you look right here, we can zoom in on our timeline, the little plus mark. So we are watching a lot of video right now going by. It is 12:34. So let's slow it down. Right here is a slow and forward option on the bottom left of the screen. So red is every time that someone crossed our line that we defined. There's our secretary grabbing something for a customer. And every time on the right here is the same thing, when someone crossed through. So at 7 a.m., someone came through. So let's see what we got. Well, and this actually might be when we turn on our lights. So and sometimes you get those little accidental recordings when a lot has changed in the scene, whether a bunch of lights are coming on or when it's switching off of nighttime footage. You sometimes get those. So here comes the owner walking on through our line, and let's go down another one, and there's my bald spot coming on through. But so as you can see, this is extremely powerful. You can put this line anywhere across the screen, and every time someone walks through that line, you'll get a little red notification. And you can see we have quite a few there at the bottom. But this is how I primarily find things using this software, and it's extremely powerful. It's fairly accurate, and well, it's very accurate, and you're able to cut down on the amount of things that you have to search. So instead of a 24-hour window, we probably have 5-6 minutes of footage to search through here to find our right event of when someone breaks our monitor here in our hypothetical scenario. So I highly recommend the line crossing detection. What you can do also is motion detection, where you can draw your motion range, so across. So every time there's motion within our grid here, please give me a recording. So and this is, so here's our 7 a.m. one. Here's another 8 a.m. But it can be used in the same way. So now I'm going to exit out of this. So there's an X up in the top right of the corner. So we have to hit that to get back to our recording. And then here is where, once we find our time, I'll say, okay, it happened at 1 p.m. So I'll go to 1 p.m. on synchronous playback. And now both cameras are showing that exact same time. And you can double click to expand and then double click again to contract. So thank you for watching our playback video. Before I go, let me quickly go over event playback. So in the camera, it's always documenting every time it's seen motion. And then here are all of our motion events throughout the camera here on the right side. So I can click one. Oh, there's motion. And wait for it, wait for it. In fact, I think that one was a mistake to where it thought something was moving down here, but it looks like we're coming up on another. Nope, there was the motion. Someone running across, someone being squirrely. Anyways, so this is another way to find motion events within your camera that might be more accurate than using the VCA type, where that goes in after the fact to try and see motion from the recorded video. So, thank you for watching our remote playback video. I wouldn't recommend doing more than 4 cameras at a time. That can be fairly taxing on the NVR with the hard drive trying to read them all. It can be done, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you have any other questions, you can go to our website at niceelectricco.com, or you can give us a call at 503-434-5802, and you'll probably get to talk to me, like it or not. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.